So I would like to
After we get Stringer to safety.
ninja roll
To grab some and
down to the stairs to the lower level.
Okay.
And
you guys are effectively in combat. So the way this goes is that I'll ask each of you what you do, declare your intentions. I will quietly determine what your antagonists are going to do, and then I will arbitrate initiative based on which makes sense to go first.
Okay.
The caveat there being that most of the time when you guys are going up against something in the dream world, it has home field advantage.
Yeah. How many? You said 10, right? 10 people besides us?
Are you talking about the people returning in the gangsters?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So all
It
the
is
people
now.
that were up there. Shit. All right.
Yeah, so what, I'm sorry, I interrupted Agent Dexter. What is Agent Dexter's course of action?
ninja rolling out of
Toss
the
your
angle
teeth at
of the
people.
guns downstairs into the crowd of people to disappear and blend in.
Okay, so you're vamoosing.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Tyler and or Voss.
Boss is like, but it should be over.
Poor boss.
Okay.
He's what is that? He's got, instead of the fight or flight, he's got the freeze.
Yeah.
He's,
I don't understand.
my professor said this would work.
Okay.
He is really dead on. The professor said.
That's
Your
fair.
boyfriends are just like,
And the Geralds are going to be trying to protect you.
aww.
Tyler, what is Tyler's course of action?
Okay, is April moving at our speed as well?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm thinking, and are any of the gang-looking people around us, are they actually really close to us?
It's kind of spread.
Okay. So I'm thinking,
Basically, like the people who are sitting at the tables and stuff, kind of Agent Smith and the gangsters.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, April, I think it's time that we get out of here. You go first. And then I'm gonna pull out my whip to knock around, like, kind of like this, anyone that's within my immediate vicinity.
You don't know where this has been.
Yeah, that's true. While I'm, like, making a beeline out of there, and I'm gonna be like, hey, Gerald, get this dude out of here, too. Come on, let's go. He's not moving fast
You're
enough.
gonna be like, Gerald's.
Gerald's.
Somehow there's two of you now.
Gerald's get Voss out of here. He's too new for this.
Gerald just got field promotions. You're honorary agents now.
Okay. Let's see. Okay.
Abort.
Yeah, I will go ahead and, the way this is going to play out is that the time dilation effect has expanded out to its maximum reach, and as it peaks, it starts dissipating from the inside, and everything starts moving at regular speed again. The gangsters all have their guns out. The Geralds have their guns out. The April has her gun out. And suddenly it turns into a massive chaos. And the people who have not been Agent Smith into gangsters they knew in their core that something was going on, even though they couldn't move. Now they're going, oh, fuck. And they are moving at full speed. So there is a chaotic crowd moving around for you guys to disappear into.
Oh, good.
April,
Professor said this would get
Oh.
me an A.
go ahead and give me either a strategy or an aggression check with the whip. And if you're in your target, you can roll as many dice as you want.
Keep in mind that you already have your bonus things on you. So you still have the bottle of alcohol in one hand, you have the whip, you get a +1.
I wasn't
If
even
you-
thinking about the alcohol. I have 2 of those.
I'd almost say alcohol
Find a
gives you
napkin,
a
light it up,
-1.
Molotov cocktail.
You do want to
Um,
watch your heart rate though, because if you end up hitting your maximum heart rate, you automatically get yanked out of the world, and effectively you're gone
Yeah.
from
So far I'm
the
doing okay.
session.
The plus, I can.
You can only
Can I
use one
use-
item at a time.
Does that include a person?
Yes.
April.
If you're
April's
using
+4.
April, that gives you a +4.
Yeah, April's a +4.
All right, so I'm gonna do. You said aggression or strategy. I'm gonna do an aggression check.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And I get 15 plus my 4 bonus.
So you got
Yes.
for April. So
Yeah.
It's actually one of the
19.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
We haven't seen yet.
So
Okay.
as you are pulling the whip out, you are able to knock the guns out of some of the gangsters' hands. And
Yeah.
meanwhile, April is giving cover fire with the shotgun, walking backwards.
Awesome.
I think you've officially redeemed us for that bar. At least you.
Or she's like, this is the worst date ever.
Or
She's
best date.
never calling
best
me
date.
again.
That's the kind of thing she goes for. This is better than coffee any day.
True, maybe the bar was getting a little slow.
So,
Although
yeah,
she doesn't like attention, and this might draw some attention.
the suppressor,
true.
she's
But
just
increased
laying down
business,
fire
no one's
to
gonna
suppress
trust
the
us.
gangsters.
Sorry.
All right. Agent Dexter, give me a strategy check to roll into. Or actually, if you want to go ahead and just make this a navigation check.
Okay.
You
Oh,
can
but if
snatch
it's,
one of those
no.
lion heads off the G-string and wear it as
if it's navigation, then I can only roll 4.
Oh.
Oh no.
We only need 11.
Oh no, you're in target.
Yeah, I'm in target, so
Yeah.
I could roll more. But
With
You can roll
if
less.
you're in your target, you can roll as many as you want for force or instinct checks. Access checks, which includes navigation.
Yeah.
You're still stuck with whatever you have on your sheet.
Oh, okay.
Access is basically controlling the meta of the world.
Okay.
Whereas force and instinct are just being fully enmeshed.
You got it,
in
though.
the
Can
world.
roll again.
Okay.
12.
You
Yeah.
got 12.
12. 12.
12?
Yeah.
Okay. And so that was a navigation check?
Yeah.
You ninja roll yourself somewhere else.
Yes. I am into that crowd downstairs.
You
There's
can be
like.
across the city. It's dream logic.
Oh yeah, you're right. I am.
You're back at the construction site. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm now at Tucker's place.
You're in your room.
Yeah.
Awesome.
My safe place.
Yeah.
Nobody can get here.
I'll just cry in the corner.
Oh!
Okay.
I bring
Teeth
stuffed
falling
animal
out.
to
Are her
cuddle.
teeth back now?
What?
Are her teeth back
No,
now?
they're still falling out.
Oh no, if you're back at Tucker's, you feel Tucker's
Oh.
hand on you and it's gone.
Tucker, it was the worst thing.
It's all effects are gone. Once Tucker touches you.
And
I love you, Tucker.
yes.
Are you I've
And
been
Tucker-
asking you
all
to
he
call
says
everybody
is-
and make sure they're okay.
And he doesn't
I
say
didn't have a
thing.
chance to yet.
So yeah,
Charlie's
we
Angels
see
vibe with
Tucker put his
Oh, if it's a cutscene, you don't even see
But I
Tucker.
said
You just see
yes,
his
I
hand.
will.
the red hand.
The
of
red
supervisor.
hand.
Okay.
And the blue suit.
Then we cut back to the Proud and the Geralds. How does Voss react to the Geralds trying to pull him away?
He goes with it. He loves the Geralds.
Okay.
He doesn't resist at all.
Give me give me a navigation check to get yourself out.
Take an outside pod here. I'll make this-
With a +4 from the Geralds.
We got 5, 6, 7, 11. Because 7 plus 4 is
Yep.
11.
Okay. You got
Barely,
it.
but you got it.
Yeah!
The Geralds are shooting with their guns and pulling you back, and you disappear into the crowd. Where does Voss go to?
The Geralds drag him right back to the diner to their booth and merge back into one.
And you're like, damn it.
I kind of like the image of they pull you back, and different personalities in Blue City have different degrees of free will. Some of them are basically cardboard cutouts that just repeat the same thing over and over again. Some of them are sentient and can actually make choices and have agency. Gerald had previously appeared in the bar. He is attached to the bar to some degree. When the two Geralds pull you back to the bar, Gerald is already sitting in his booth when the two other Geralds arrive.
There's three now.
There are now
Oh,
three
this just
Geralds.
became a four-way. Everyone on the team is gonna have a Gerald soon.
I have a silver pack.
An entire den of foxes.
Whole den. And they're all Papa Foxes.
They are.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And they went, yeah, not even gay, but this is ours.
Okay. So when April and Tyler are backing out, do you guys also go to the bar, or is there someplace else that you want to go to?
So, this might be an odd thing because the bar seems like a logical place, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to roll an intuition check
Okay.
and see where that takes me.
Okay. And if you're in your target, that's one of those ones that you can roll as many as you want. Of course, your intuition is also like pretty stellar just on its own. So.
Ooh,
Make sure you mark a commendation.
15.
Okay. All right. So what are you trying to get from this roll?
A sense of where I should be going in the midst of this chaos.
Okay.
Even if
do you
that
want
is
your
the
bottle
bar.
of alcohol back?
Oh, I still have the 2 that I never gave to the subject.
One
so
on
you're welcome to keep the 3rd one. We can all share later.
We already are.
Okay. So with the question of where should you be going,
Mhm.
do you have a specific agenda in mind?
Not dying.
Yeah, not dying. Something that will help us stage our next move.
Okay.
Getting laid.
Hey, April, we're alive!
Because I'll put a couple options on the table. They have varying merits.
Okay.
The first one is, of course, back to the dive bar.
Mhm.
The home base for April, where the 3 Geralds and Voss are currently. So you can regroup with Voss.
Uh-huh.
The other 2 options are going to be like little side things. The second option would be actually, I'll give you a total of 4 options. Option number 1, the dive bar.
Mhm.
Option number 2 is a massive tower that is operated by the supervisor.
Sounds like a terrible idea. Okay.
It's kind of where Agent Dexter headed. The
Yes.
third option is in direct contradiction to the second, which is a rundown pizza parlor with an acne-ridden teenager manning the desk or manning the
Lots of arcade games.
Like a front face of the resistance, potentially?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And the fourth option has 2 subsections. One being so fucking blunt. Back to April's place. And the other
Okay.
would be a park in the moonlight with the 2 bottles of liquor.
Oh, that
Alone.
does sound like fun.
Alone or with April?
With April.
Well, I have the alcohol with me anyway.
Mhm.
As much as I think the side quest of the resistance would be interesting,
You wanna
I'm
go to
thinking the
bed.
side quest of April's place, so I can maybe do some snooping since she's in with this what's his face
the Serial Tower organization?
Yeah.
Supervisor.
You're better than me.
Supervisor
I
was
would have
the one
chosen
that
the
was-
get
It was the
laid
supervisor,
option.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, at her place, they're probably gonna.
She's gonna
Yeah,
think
still, in
that,
the park.
But I'm on a stealth mission.
I mean, she can multitask.
I wouldn't. I'd go straight for the let's go get drunk and laid.
I'll be like, honey, I'll be there in just a minute, and I'll be looking around just a little bit before I get to business.
Damn.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm on a decline dragging a body.
Okay.
You are doing that thing.
Yes, we are.
So, for this session, I'm going to say that Agent Dexter, the last thing we're going to see of you is that, that red hand put on
Okay.
your shoulder and the teeth falling out stops and you're in a safe place. Agent Voss, the last thing we see of you is you
Three
with
Geralds.
3 Geralds sitting at a booth.
I'm holding hands with 2 of them. My heroes.
They all have that scar tissue.
They're all identical. Yep.
Um,
And Carter has, or not Carter, freaking Tucker
Tucker.
has one thing left to do when you're done.
okay. The last
Get me
thing,
on that chat, that group chat.
the
You
last
need to be
thing,
on the
we're,
group
we're not
chat.
going to go into detail of with the
The April situation.
yeah with the infiltration, but basically dream time works a little wonky sometimes. So we'll say that off camera you're going to have
A good night.
a good amount
Uh-huh.
of time to develop your relationship with April as well as investigate
'Kay.
plot hooks. Or the organizations and all that kind of shit. With then that leaves Tinker and Schreiber. Again, I don't want to go into too much depth, but you're going to be like, I'm going to go ahead and fast track the combat with the rocket launcher. You're going to be able to get to Stringer, and you're able to communicate.
So
with
he
him
is
telepathically.
conscious.
Yeah.
So I can ask him what happened, and he can tell me everything, including the guy leaving and
Yes.
with the modified pin. So I would know what that modified pin is when he describes it, or no.
He would describe it, but you don't necessarily. No, actually, Vice Director Forster is the one that gave it to you guys on the last mission, so he would know about it, and you're working closely.
Mhm.
Yes, you would recognize it.
So I immediately recognize that his mind is stuck here and that someone else is in his body.
Yes.
Okay, that was
Oh,
my main
shoot.
question.
Dang.
Yeah. So in the TV show, like the last shot of that would be the recognition of what happened on your face as the camera pans up into the night sky.
But you don't know any of this because
all
this
you
is
hear
all
is the-
mental.
You know.
You and the lion look at each other in the eyes.
I like to the fucked up world, baby.
All right. And after an indeterminate amount of time in your respective in-game positions, you will be pulled back out of the dream world. The mission.
Tucker has one thing.
Okay. Yeah. What's Tucker?
I let Tucker know. Okay, we just found somebody.
Oh, he's don't.
You know.
I know he said he was
Tucker's gonna
offline.
look at. Yeah, he'll find that out. Tucker looks at Agent Dexter. You've been promoted.
Yeah.
Take this pyramid. It's the one I gave to Carter. I'm
Okay.
gonna say, I need you to push that the moment you exit.
Tonight?
Immediately.
Okay.
The moment you exit. It's very important that you do it the moment you exit.
I want it.
She's now a promoted active agent, and it needs to be in the system when it's activated.
Okay.
That's the thing that destroys the city.
Uh-oh.
It's like Robin, I've been discussing it. It doesn't destroy the city. And I've not told Agent Dexter what it does at all.
Agent Dexter doesn't need to know.
I got this penis tattoo.
And I made your teeth stop falling out.
You gave me ditto. We're good.
That presents some interesting things, and I'm a little torn. So you're telling Dexter to run those instructions by me again.
The moment Dexter calls in and says, pull me, the moment the feeling happens is crush it. So that the order goes into the system, the active system, and Blue City.
So get sucked up with Dexter
Yes.
and out. Okay.
Remember what I was telling you it was designed to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that was a hurdle. It's like, how do I do that?
Okay. I'm gonna have to think
Sure.
long and hard on that one.
Yeah, I just want that to be the scene.
For the purpose, let's consider that kind of quasi-canon until I've had a chance to really dig into it.
All right.
Okay.
Chew on it a little bit,
Yeah.
like Ditto.
Yeah.
Gum on the table.
I might have some
Baby's
degree of
mom.
retconning.
Well, we could tone it down and say all it is the insertion.
Okay.
Because that usually is how things work. You put it in, and then you can use it.
Sure. So we'll describe this in just kind of in fuzzy terms for now. Okay.
Describe it or leave it?
No, just leaving.
Oh,
it.
okay. We'll leave
kind
it.
of fuzzy.
We'll leave it.
And with that, we'll go ahead and end the session.
Okay.
The Agent Dexter, we're not going to see get pulled out. The other three of you, though, we do see you wake up gasping on the slab.
Do I have ditto with me?
No.
The impression that we're given is that in your minds, in the dreamscape, you have spent hours, like another 6 to 8 hours. But something about the subject's fuckery with time meant that when you actually get pulled out, it's only been another like 30 minutes or something along those lines.
Send me back.
I missed my Ditto.
Send me back. I need
missed you.
We're shoe.
I need you.
So yes, the last
I'm a mother. Send me back.
the last shot is the three of you waking up and the camera then turning to Dexter, who was about to wake up, but we're not quite sure the consequences of that just yet. And
Is Forrester there when I wake up?
'cause
'Cause that's
no.
important.
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to-
Forrester is handling the other mission and
Okay.
is probably at the moment that you're woken up being debriefed by the imposter.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Who doesn't know that he has been revealed as an imposter?
And
He
with that,
technically hasn't yet.
we're
anyone
going
but
to
me.
end the session.